Welcome everybody. Today is Valentine's Day. And I'm making food for my lady. Well, today we're going to be making, here's a little hint, seafood boil. So far I started already. I filled the pot with water halfway. I added 2 lemons. I added bay leaves. I added crab oil because yes. Next thing I'm gonna add is a little bit of Cajun, just to add a little bit of more flavor. How much you say? Just a good sprinkle, because you want flavor. Add a little more for that taste. Next thing we're gonna add, oops, half an onion. You want that good flavor flav. Boom, onion goes inside. This is an amazing cake that she baked me for us. It's not done yet, but it's done baking in the oven. Next thing, garlic. Garlic. We're gonna chop up a whole bunch of garlic because this is what's gonna be going in our butter sauce. So we're gonna break this apart. Look at these are growing. We could actually plant these and actually get more garlic bulbs, but I kind of need them, so no. Bye. When you guys are doing this, I do recommend wearing gloves if you do have some, because garlic will make your fingers stink. Once you have your garlic, chopped up, if you don't think this is enough, I actually forgot that I had this garlic, so I might add a little bit more, but put that to the side. We have corn that we're gonna add in. We have potatoes that we're also gonna chop up in a bit, maybe like halfsies, because they're a little big. I showed you the clams. Yes, they're frozen, not fresh, and they're not clams, they're mussels. But we also have the crab meat, imitation crab meat sticks. We got 2 lobster tails from Sprouts. Actually, not bad sizes for $13.98. Not bad. We got 2 pounds of shrimp with head on. We're gonna put 4 eggs to boil as well. But first comes first, we're gonna chop up the corn. 1. Perfect. Now I'm gonna add these into the water so that they can start boiling first, because they might take the longest. So water isn't fully boiling yet, but we're just gonna add our corn so that it can start to cook. Boom. We're gonna leave those in for about 15 minutes before we put in the potatoes. So I have 3 potatoes here. I'm probably just gonna chop them in half. Remember to wash your potatoes. Okay? 3 potatoes washed. Probably just gonna chop them in half. I think that should be fine. Alright. Our corn is still cooking. We're going to add our potatoes now so that they get nice and soft. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, potatoes are in. Now that we're kind of done with that, the next thing we'll do is like put the lobster in and clams and all that, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna start making our butter sauce. So what we need, 4 sticks of butter. Now, that might seem like a lot, and it kind of is, but the juicier the better, the dirtier the better. We're gonna wait. We're gonna put this in the pan. We're gonna make our little spice sauce. We're gonna do a tablespoon and a half of the Cajun seasoning. We'll just dump her in there. You know what? This will make it easier. Tablespoon. About a half. This one I'm gonna eyeball black pepper. Alright, that's about a tablespoon of black pepper. Do some garlic powder as well. I think a tablespoon about this is fine. Even though it's gonna have garlic in it, half a tablespoon should be good. We'll add a little bit of onion powder. Nothing wrong with adding a little bit of onion powder. About a tablespoon, almost a tablespoon. Right? This is the good stuff. We're gonna add chili powder. Yeah, you want that nice and spicy. Like 1.5. 1.5 should be fine. Same thing. Smoked paprika. 1.5. Boom. Now, the real kicker. The real one. Always gotta add some of that Old Bay seasoning. One and a half. 1.5 should be fine. This is what you're gonna end up with. Alright? Just mix that bad boy. You know, just start mixing. And we're gonna start making our little sauce. Alright, now time to add the butter. We're gonna add 4 sticks of butter. 4 sticks of butter. We're gonna let that melt down a little bit before we start adding our garlic. Our butter's semi-melted. Now we're gonna add the garlic. And we're just gonna let that sit there and let that cook. We're not gonna cook our butter or our garlic too long because I do like it still crunchy a little bit, you know? So we're gonna add our spices to it right now. So here we go, bada bing, bada boom. Add that in there. If you wanna make it a little bit spicier, you can add hot sauce as well. All I have is tapatio, so I'm gonna add that, but you can add the hot sauce that you want. So I'm just gonna give it a couple dabs, you know? And we're gonna also add some lemon. Okay, now we're gonna open up the lobster. Boom, look at that. Look at this fatty. 2 beautiful lobster tails. We're gonna add these into the pot now. These need to boil for about 10 minutes. I also already added the eggs, okay? Okay, sorry, not the best angle, but I'm adding the crab right now because it's almost time. We are now adding the shrimp. We are almost done, people. Mussel's going in as well. Oops. Okay, we're also gonna add about 3 ladles into our butter thing. I added 1 already. So, about like a cup's worth. A cup and a half. Here's how our sauce looks. And I would say it smells just like boiling crab. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we got our food over here. Look at that. Let's add some salsa sauce. Look at all that garlic. Yum. Yummers. All right, let's feast. Oh yeah.
What do you think?
That looks good.
I hope it tastes good.
The ganache tastes good. I
Yeah?
got some on my fingers.
Well,
I need some milk though.
Well, we have a big old sheet cake. Chocolate cake.